So I got the 250X back in the shop. When I installed this LED light, it turned on, but it was real dim, and then it actually ended up burning out. I got another one, and the same exact thing happened. So then it made me think, there must be something going on between the bike and the LED. So what I got here, what we're going to install today, is a 12 volt AC to DC converter. And this will help save this light and keep it from having that LED pulse when the bike is idling. So it'll give it a nice, strong, bright light and protect it. Let's get to work. We know this bike is an 87. It does not have a battery. It's kickstart, it's caveman days. So what I need to figure out off this headlight is which one is my ground, which one's my high, my low. Well, one way for me to do that is I have to start the bike. Just gonna fire up first kick, come on. So to hook up my test light to get a ground, I hook it to the bolt on the kickstart. Turn our headlight on, put it on low. So that's gonna be our low. Now I need to figure out which one is my ground and which one is the high. Switch it to high beam. We have high. So that's gonna be our ground. So blue is high beam. White is low beam, green is ground. We're only going to use two, white and green. So I did kind of mock up this converter. I threw two little male ends on it. Now on the AC side, you could put either one to ground or hot. And then here we're going to go black to black, red to red. Gonna twist them for now. Alright, keep them from touching. Now if I switch it to low beam, our light comes on. High beam, the light will go off. So it's gonna be a low beam light. This isn't a two-stage light, so that's fine. Turn off the headlight, turn off the bike. Now I'm gonna properly wire this up. So here's my plan of action. I want to keep this headlight plug that's factory in the wiring, just in case ever in the future we want to switch it back. I don't have to worry about trying to figure out one of these. But I do want to take this converter. This is what it actually looks like. Okay. So what I was saying when the bike was running, on the AC side, it's two black wires. They can go on ground or hot, vice versa, it's okay. On the DC side, we want to make sure that we're going hot negative to the hot negative on the light. So my plan here is I want to solder this converter to the headlight. And then I'm going to change out these tips so I can put some heat shrink on there. So then we can still plug right into that plug. And we can disconnect it. I can remove the headlight if I ever have to, stuff like that. Still making things serviceable. That's the whole idea. All right, well, I don't need this wire as long as it is, because if I hook this all up, this is just way too long. I don't need all that. So I'm gonna kind of choke it up a little bit. Make it about that long. So we got our wiring all done. Everything's waterproof to a point. I mean, wasn't shooting for perfection here. I could have gone with different connectors, but they're sealed pretty good. So now with this connector, for me probing this, it kind of bent the terminals a little bit. So I'm just gonna bend them back because I want this to connect nice and tight. Try not to stab myself while I do it. Now she's bending. I wasn't hitting the right spot. All right, that should be really good. Good. Good connection there. Don't have to worry about that rattling and falling out. I'm gonna put just a little bit of tape around that, not too much. I'm not a super big fan of electrical tape. I feel like all it does is get all gooey and nasty and create more problems. But I just don't want these in any way to fall out, and it doesn't have like a 3-point connection, but a little bit of tape won't hurt. Couple zip ties. We'll go one around it. Thought I might have nicked that wire. So I want everything like secure, but I don't want it super tight. All right, we want a little bit of movement, so this way when we steer, nothing is binding, so we're secure. There she has it. Oh, let's see if she's gonna work. Bike's a little groggy because she's a little cold, but you can see with the idling, the light isn't bouncing at all with the idle. When I hit the gas, it doesn't get brighter, it doesn't get dimmer. So right there, that converter from 12 volt AC to 12 volt DC was well worth it. About 20 bucks, took about, all in all, probably about 20 minutes to install. Now we shouldn't have any more problems with this headlight situation being an LED in the front, and we should be all good to go, and it's still serviceable. So if you haven't done so already, give a thumbs up on the video, please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.